So when I was around 5 to 6 years old, I started playing TF2, which led to, of course, me meeting some new people. Then I kind of got addicted to jailbreak, casual, mainly other types of game modes and stuff like that. But then when I was in 2 Fort and I was a newbie, people would usually kill me a lot and target me a lot in that. Until someone came. I still don't know where this guy is today, but he was my really, really great best friend. But he still plays. I don't know where he is or what he does anymore. All he does is just probably play games and stuff like that. So when I was, around 6 to 5, I would usually play 2 Fort until he came in, which he actually changed everything. Well, the first thing he did was support me. I was just chatting. Spy was there, NG was over there making a nest, stuff like that. And then that's when he came in. He just decided to help me out with my stuff. Literally, like when I made soldier back in those days. Well, not back in those days, but when I was 5 and 6, I actually made soldier. Until then, he actually helped me because he went pyro, and he was really good at it, to be honest. And I thanked him. And then that's when it all started. We then decided to every day talk to each other. Like, oh, hey man, what's up? And I would usually just chat, but he was usually the hype man, basically. And he actually hyped up everything. So I was like thankful for this guy. Thankful. Really thankful. And then at that point, things started to go uphill. It was great. He would play 2 Fort 24/7. I'd go soldier. He'd go pyro. But then sometimes he would change classes to spy, sniper. But to me, I changed to spy, of course. And then he changed to a bunch of classes. But his main was pyro because he used the Neon Annihilator a lot back in 2 Fort. So then what happened next was that, well, we just talked a lot. We just dominated everybody in those servers, and we would usually carry our teams. But he was the one carrying the most, literally. He had like 2,000 hours in TF2, so I was quite surprised with that. And when I got my first hat from him, I was thanked. I was thankful because it was the Balloonicorn, and I was kind of a free to play, to be honest. But really, I didn't mind. I actually accepted it. And then came where, to the point I was growing up with this game a lot. I would always climb up from my bed, out of my bed, just get ready, grab onto TF2, and play it. Then we would come in contact with each other, and then we would literally just play the game. Just like that. But then there were other times where I'd usually leave, and then I would still talk to this guy. He was my friend, so let's just call him, I don't know. Let's just call him friend for now. Yeah, just friend. So me and my friend, we would always talk to each other. And then there was this one event that came up at one point when I was about 10 years old. I actually found out that there was a celebration or memorial, and it was basically an Asian culture type of thing. It was basically Japan related stuff. And so, well, I was a big liar back in those days. Well, back when I was 10, I was a really big liar, but now I'm matured. So then, when I actually talked to him with this, like saying, yo, dude, I just found somebody that I like, which it was never true, to be honest. I was quite the liar. I wanted to be that one cool guy, I wanted to be that one great guy. So then he was like, yo, how'd she look like? So I was like, hey, she looks nice. Then I kind of lied about having a harem after that and stuff like that. I'm probably sure he didn't believe me. But he was quite proud of me still, though. I'm pretty sure of that. Then my friend, he would usually talk a lot, give me advices and stuff like that. And then at that point, there was nothing else really going much on. That's when everything started to actually go downhill. Whenever I tried to talk to him now, he was kind of like offline, stuff like that. And really, to be honest, I was quite sad because I never got to see him again. And he would sometimes play with me, but now he was kind of silent though. He was quite silent with everything, and he was really a great guy. He hyped up everything. He did everything. He also helped me with hats, free to play hats to be exact, especially the gibbous. But now it's just that's when everything, of course, started going downhill because literally he never started to talk again. So I was quite worried, and really he was also quite bored of the game a little bit. I think he took a long break after that and then came back. That's when I started getting in contact with him again. But then that's when it started to all change. It really didn't come back. I never saw him again. We never talked again. But then of course he was still playing games. I still have his profile today in Steam. And I was quite surprised with him. And throughout my 1,000 hours of TF2, I was actually surprised that I still had this guy on my friends list. It was like a bunch of years now. I didn't play TF2 that much though, not so much. That's why it was 1,000 hours. But then other than that, it was actually fun to play with this guy. He was my friend. He was everything, and kind of helped me a lot with life problems, stuff like that. If I were to, let's say, get bullied, dude, he would support me. He would back me up. He not in real life though, but he would just like support me. He would usually talk a lot about how that was his back, how that was him also back in those days. And to be honest, I really, 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 really liked this guy playing with me in TF2. He was my confidence. He was my positivity. But now he's just on, probably playing TF2 again. 2 Fort, then he wouldn't come in contact anymore because he has a girlfriend now and he has everything like that. So I was actually proud of him. I don't know if he's married or anything, but all I know is that I'm proud of him. And I lied a lot, so I felt quite guilty. But then I was like, probably that's all behind. That's just all behind now. So that was all it. It had finished, and then I never get to see him again. But yeah, to be honest, he was a great friend, and I actually enjoyed everything, every single moment of it that I played in TF2 with him. Even especially if it was like people just trash talking to us. He was like a good guy. He was a teenager basically. Then I was a kid back then, but then it wasn't that bad. I actually enjoyed TF2. That's what actually inspired me to still play today. I took long breaks, but then I would come back and just make new friends at this game. So yeah, that was it. That was all about my friend. To be honest, I still remember him to this day. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy this story. And I'll see you all in the next.